What's
What
up,
up?
amigo?
How are you,
How
buddy?
you be? Oh man, I am on top of the world.
Well,
Everything going your way?
man, it's all been sliding downhill for me, and downhill's a good thing.
Okay.
We big weekend,
From the
big day
from the top of the
yesterday.
Mississippi mountains.
Call Gary and ask him about the mountains.
The Mississippi mountains.
Oh, Gary Mitchell said I didn't even know there's hills like that in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, before we get started, I just want to say free pig. Like
Free pig, yeah.
free pig. Yeah,
And
we hadn't been getting
ironically
that.
enough, I released Ken Isley's podcast today on the Hunt Dog Public.
They had this ties together.
Yeah,
I forgot to give him a shout out last week. Free the pig.
free the pig.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Uh, Last night I took my daughter hunting. She been wanting to kill a deer here lately.
Miss Pepper.
Yeah, Miss Pepper. She's 9 now. She turned 9 the other day, and she's been scared of guns. She said, "Daddy, does that kick back?" And I'm like, "Well," she calls recoil kickback, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"No." Well, I taught her into shooting back right before deer season. I was sighting in guns, and I have a superb. This caliber is awesome for kids. Anybody that's looking for a gun. I have a AR-15 platform to where I could collapse the butt stock so they can actually put the gun on their shoulder to get the
Yeah.
actual proper sight picture through the scope. I also accompany it with a 1:6 scope. That way, the eye relief is bigger if I, go down to 2 or 1. Anyways, it's a 6.8 SPC. It is a 270, like a short case 270, like a
Mm-hmm.
120 grain bullet going 2,400 feet per second. And it absolutely demolishes deer.
You have to reload those bullets.
No, nope. You can
Mm-mm.
buy them Hornady SST 120 grains, and it don't have hardly any recoil. I've killed. I've been using it running deer dogs, and I've killed this year more than I'd like to say with it. And
So is it an automatic or bolt action?
yeah, it's an automatic.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Yep.
It is sweet. I run them deer dogs with it. Hardly any recoil. And I don't know that I had a deer shot in the right spot actually run over 25 yards. Like it
Yeah.
just hammers them. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, she got her first one yesterday. There's a little video I done of it. She was excited. But she got up there and that shooting house is just shaking. And I had it on a tripod. She was sitting next to me. And I could feel her. I was like,
Before she shot or after?
both. After we got done, I looked over at her. I said, "Look, it's over with now." She said, "I know. I can't help it." Then I accompanied the AGM thermal. It run 20 yards up in the woods, and I walked down there
Oh,
to where it
yeah.
went in
Use
the
your thermal
woods.
to find it.
I walked down there to where
Yeah.
it went in the woods because I didn't take a flashlight. I just had my phone
Mm-hmm.
light. I wouldn't try to look for blood. I scanned. I could see it laying up in the bushes.
That's awesome.
I sent her in there and didn't tell her. I said, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
go up this trail right here." And she stumbled up on it. It scared her. It was a good time.
That's great.
But
That's a good experience.
yeah, yeah, we making memories. So yeah. Any gun related questions for y'all out there that's gun nuts? Shoot them in. We'll talk about it. I like talking
Mm-hmm.
guns. I shot a lot of guns. So anyway, another
I just
big
pulled
thing
the
this
trigger.
weekend we'll talk about. What you got?
From this weekend.
Yeah, well, I could keep going about the weekend, but I just figured that you had something you want to throw in there.
Man, I went to the Texas State hunt. It was a fantastic event. Those folks have done a really good job with that. They gave away a super cool shotgun. I forget the brand name.
It was a
It
brownie.
wasn't. I thought it was, but it's Justin Ewell said it was like the 1187, but Turkish brand or something. A very sharp looking gun, Cerakoted, engraved. It says Texas State hunt winner, and like it was super
It's
cool.
pretty cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that dude. So Texas, that's the furthest NSD USDC furthest comp hunts that we have west, and maybe not. I don't know. Maybe south too, but for sure. Well, they used to have some in Florida, but it's the furthest west for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of guys over in East Texas that have squirrel dogs, but man, that hunt, and as good as they do, it should have 27 dogs there. Like a fantastic event. They put a lot of work in. Heather Shriver brought in this some kind of breakfast casserole that had like crescent rolls and farm eggs and some deer sausage and cheese, and was fantastic. And cinnamon rolls and super. They do a really good job over there. I've always had a really good time, but this time was extra good. I got to meet Lance Hughes and Chad Schroeder, and Chad did a little devotional before they got started with the hunt and everything. And I'm talking about knocked it out the park.
Really?
Like, yeah, but it was really good. Related it back to squirrel hunting and with your dogs and everything. I mean, it was good.
That's pretty cool.
It's just a super good event. Little sniper, the hype is real. Little sniper pulled out a win at the very end. Got him treed in, probably with a couple minutes left in the hunt, and I was a secondary judge, one of the secondary judges, and I walked with Ronnie to the tree, and dude, we stayed there forever. All three dogs were treed in. And got back. We were searching the tree. It was probably 3 minutes into the search time. Nothing. And honest Shane right here with the good eye and the thermal. I found a squirrel for him. They didn't even tell me thank you. You'd think they want a pile of money. You think they'd slip a 100 my way or something?
Or a shotgun?
Dude, there's no way I'd shoot that shotgun. It would go on a wall somewhere. It would go on a wall somewhere for
which most people's not going to want it because it says Texas State champion, and if you don't win it, then it's kind of
hey, I'm sure you could go. I'm sure you could hit a pawn shop between Center and Meat, Louisiana, and it's probably sitting in a window somewhere.
I'd have to hang it up for sure.
It looks cool. It really does. But yeah, a great hunt. My dog looked good. Looked really good the first round. Got his squirrel champion title this weekend. He did that in 7 hunts. Pretty proud of him on that. And I'm not big on titles like squirrel championships. And
well, after I said I got mine, you started chasing.
Yeah. What? No, I did not start chasing, but
you started keeping up with it.
No, I started keeping up with it because people have been messaging me about the state race. I don't really
Oh,
follow it either, but it looks like I'm going to win that with him. I think there's only one dog that can tie me, and then I would have to get nothing, and he'd have to get first place. And so even if that does happen, I think on the tiebreaker I'd still get it.
for money
But
making,
anyway,
money, yeah, for money earned.
yeah, yeah. Because one of the hunts I won was like 13, I think 13, 12 or 13 dogs.
Dang.
So anyway, I guess it is an accomplishment. I don't really follow it that much. You know, I
I
think
like it.
the it's an accumulated deal. I think like the state race and things like that. It's like and you've heard me say it before. It's like a glorified participation trophy.
I tell you what, if you don't want your jacket, Jimmy, if you're listening, put my name and what my dog placed and everything this year on it.
I'll just hang the jacket up somewhere. Like I don't wear them. Like I'm just not big on the jackets. I'd rather have a plaque or a shotgun or something. But I don't know. It's a pretty cool deal.
That is pretty cool.
So something else. You had a big weekend and had some accomplishments. The only dog to earn his way into the LMC.
You know, ever. He's purebred now.
He earned it.
You know, he truly went from shit eater on Saturday to world beater.
Sunday. Yeah. Our next DVD is going to be shit eater to world beater in 30 days.
You know, I could have videoed it this weekend. All it took was a live tree bent over because I couldn't get it broke off. Look correction. And man, he looked good. On Friday, I wasn't real proud of him. He was a dog. All dogs have their day. He didn't look great.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I thought you were done.
No.
You messaged me, and you were kind of like, I could see how down you were through the text message. You know, a lot of times you can't see emotion. I could just read the text and could tell, like, you were down. Like,
I was done.
Your dog didn't look good, and I didn't give you much encouragement, but I did say, you're going to win it tomorrow. Like, verbatim, I said, you're probably going to win the whole thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I just told you that LBK was coming.
Yeah. You said LBK's going to be here. I was like, dude, they cleaned house in Arkansas. He's like,
yeah, that did. Like, as bad as my dog looked at it, it really encouraged me.
Yeah.
I was looking for a good conversation at the time.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to get this other cast so I can get into the LMC.
Your words was one more cast for the LMC, and I wrote, I know. I didn't want to become an LMC dog looking like that. But I'll say this. He come out the gate Saturday fighting. And we fought to the end, and we come out on top. He looked really good.
I heard you walked in there Sunday, and you was looking around. It was like, what are you looking at? You're like, I'm trying to figure out who's going to get second place. Like, second place? Because I know who's getting first. I'm trying to see who's going to get second.
I didn't say that, but we had plenty of time to talk about it because Gary kept asking me why we had a 6 a.m. dead start time when it didn't get daylight till 7:30.
Well, so, you know, I've wondered that before too.
I like to conversate.
Inexperience.
I like to conversate beforehand.
Yeah. I just thought y'all didn't know what y'all were doing. But
no, it's got a purpose.
Yeah, so no, ain't nobody driving there that morning from a long ways.
Helps too. But
yeah, so see, like over in Texas, they start at 7:00.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Same way we do. That way
I like
people
to
can drive
talk.
in.
I like to talk, and if we get there and the daylight comes up 30 minutes later, and then we leave. As soon as people leave, they're getting in the truck and leaving. So
Yeah. See, Miles and Ronnie, they drove 5 hours to get over there in Texas. I think they got up at 1 o'clock in the morning or left out at 1 or something.
yeah,
I
it sounds
think,
terrible.
matter of fact, I think Ronnie said 105.
105. I also seen a picture of Miles. He was on one knee, hugging a tree. I think he was beat.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know if it was from, and man, I've been walking a good bit, but so I didn't even know if I was going. Like my left knee was in a bad way, and like I was halfway crippled. But I tell you, when I got up Sunday, do my both knees. When I went to work Monday, same thing. Like both knees are hurting bad, and I talked to Anthony Brian Rangel, the the morning of the hunt, and he said he had so he's having some trouble with his knee as well, and he said that he had talked to Mike Smith, Uncle Mike, Tom Smith's uncle, and Mike had a theory that these boots, like you're wearing these rubber boots,
Mm-hmm.
and you're walking into this mud, and like it's rained here. It rained for like 3 or 4 days. We got I don't know how many inches, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's soft.
Yeah, so
And
many inches.
from walking in the mud, and like my knee is pulling apart when my foot is coming out of that mud
Yeah.
over and over. And that might have something to do with it because I've never had any issues with my knees ever. And
You might need
about
to get
6
some of
months
them light
ago,
boots.
I have some. Uh, but like my hip boots, see, I messed up when I got them. I got them a size smaller and changed out insoles. I should have got a size bigger and changed out insole and used a different insole. But anyway,
So
they're
I know
real tight
what
on
you
my
can
feet.
do to help.
Buy another pair of boots. That would probably get it. But anyway, I can't hardly walk right now. But so, and I was sore, from my stride being a little bit different or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I made all 3 rounds. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
But the I guess just for my walk being a little bit different. Man, my quad on my left leg was super sore. My calves are sore, and I think some of that's just from maybe not being acclimated to walking that much. I don't know, but my calves are still sore. Both knees are a little tender, but anyway. So yeah, Miles probably was gutted.
We could
He had to walk a
we could
lot.
probably reach out to or one of our sponsors from our earlier podcast and get you a gym membership, so that
Yeah. Well, see, since I went back to work, I have not been working out. My gym's 20 minutes. 20 minutes that way, and I worked an hour and a half that way.
Not very conducive for working.
It's
out.
not conducive to a fit squirrel hunter.
I had a couple of I'm gonna have to get insurance, I guess. Me and apparently Mike Rush are gonna have to get insurance also for these hunts because both of us one of us hit the ground and one of us got hit in the head with a limb and almost got hit in the head with another limb this weekend. So yeah,
it's a dangerous sport.
I guess I just don't realize how hard I get to pulling.
Yeah.
When I go to pulling, one time I was on Saturday, I was trying to find a squirrel, and I pulled, and a limb fell out and knocked my hat off and everything else off. My head's still sore, but Harlow and Blake was sitting in there, and I was like, "You all right?" I was like, "Yeah." Which Harlow, I don't know. The limb was probably a little bigger than my thumb. Harlow tries that like it was like a number 2 pencil. And then Sunday, I was pulling a vine in a pine tree and a big old limb broke off and started coming down. I took off running. Anyways, it didn't get me, but I was watching Mike. He was looking for a squirrel and he was backing up. I heard something. I looked over. He's laying flat of his back. I said, "Good Lord, we're gonna have to get us some insurance."
Hey man, so on the second round, our son against Quigley and Action Jackson, and Quigley's pulling a vine, and it's a broke off top up there. And here it comes. It's falling from where I'm at. It looks like it's fixing to hit Matt. Watch out! Watch out! And he unmoved, like it like comes like hits right. He never stopped.
Did he
pulling.
see it coming?
Dude, I don't see how he could miss it. And Shade said, he's like, quickly walks by faith, not sight. Hey, I thought he was just gonna take it. Like it looked like it looked like it was fixing to smoke him.
Was the squirrel up there?
No.
The Lord didn't bless his tree, but he blessed Matthew.
Yeah.
For not getting killed at that tree.
Yeah.
That's funny. That is funny. He walks by faith and not sight. Oh, it's funny. Man, it's funny. Golly. But yeah. Let's talk about these hunts right quick. Get some of these going.
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
So
open my
I got to looking, and can somebody at the USDC tell me or reach out to me and let me know, are all the hunts, do they go on that are on the list? Because it showed that there's like 2 or 3 hunts, and the only ones I could find actually wasn't even on the USDC page. Mr. Samuel Green private messaged me. Thank you, Samuel. All the information.
Hey, there's another guy that sent us the results too. Did you see that?
Well, I got a post saying that they changed a hunt to the 17th instead of Mr. Something George, which I butcher names, as Shane can attest.
On the podcast. I mean, on the podcast message on the messenger.
Yeah, was it last night?
Messenger. Yeah.
Yeah,
he
said
it.
You didn't read it. Yeah, he put that they got a hunt, that the South Carolina hunt changed to February the 17th.
I got you. Okay.
But Chris George, yeah, he put South Carolina USDC state hunt February the 17th. Results will be on our Facebook page. Oh, so their hunts on the 17th will be on their Facebook page. He reached out. But anyways, I can't find results. I don't know if they're not getting posted or what the deal is. But Mr. Samuel Green sent me all the information from the Jimmytown Classic. Day 1, the finals, they split 15-50 each. OBX Thunder. Yes, sir. OBX Thunder won it. Back up. I don't guess they won. I don't guess they hunted off.
They all split. Yeah.
Just made it to the final. So
yeah.
OBX
Action
Thunder
Hall.
got listed first. Yeah.
You got Wipeout with old Kyle Walker. He was up in there. And you know, it can't be a USDC final without Rebel.
Can't be.
And Dustin Richardson.
And should be leading the dog of the year.
Oh, I think he's 200-something points ahead.
Yep. Day 2, Jimmytown Classic finals split 14-58 each. I guess the Calcutta was a little less. I don't know how that works. But OBX Thunder with Ashton Hall was in there again. Wipeout.
And so was Wipeout. Kyle Walker. Yeah.
And then Toby Fikes was Stormy. Now, I believe Stormy is the young Jip that he brought over here to one of our division hunts. I might be wrong, but she's a nice young dog. I mean, she's I don't want to say she's under 2. So
What a good payday for
man,
Ashton and Kyle.
was that a $300 or a $500 hunt? I mean, it's 3 times your money or each
Pretty
day.
good.
If it's 500 anyways or more. Something else I would like to say, I highly do not recommend the pipeline punch. Boy, it's got a punch, all right. I borrowed it from my wife.
Yeah. You gonna give it back?
Well, I don't like to say stole because technically I bought it.
Yeah.
I paid for it. She purchased it, if that makes any sense. It's kind of hard to steal something you pay for. But
yeah,
it's I wish I wouldn't opened it.
No bueno. No bueno.
Oh God.
No, I like the kill cliff a lot. I'm a big fan of the kill cliffs.
If you've never tried them,
and you can pass a drug test with the CB.
What now?
With the CBD kill cliffs, you can pass a drug test. Yeah, I'd say I like the kill cliffs energy drinks.
I didn't even know they
Clean
made
energy.
CBD.
And oh yes, sir. See, I'm a dealer, and
yeah,
like I was thinking that possibly with the CBD in there that I might pop on a drug test, but I did not.
What's the CBD supposed to do for you?
Anti-inflammatory. Super anti-inflammatory.
You been drinking them for your knees?
I have not, but I just ordered some. They came in, and I'm probably going to start getting back on the weed.
Gary, you kept telling us how old you was. You didn't want to go to them mountains. Get you some bit CBD kill clips before you come back.
And I'm probably going to quit wearing them hip boots for a little bit and see if that doesn't. I might have to get out the old teeter hang up, start hanging upside down again.
Yeah. Ironically enough, Brandon went in the same heels as Gary, and he complained about them too. So yeah, I like that green Monster energy drink that tastes kind of like a green apple.
Yeah.
It's really
I'm a dealer in Jocko too. I got the Jocko Go.
Yeah, you're supposed to be getting me some stuff. I don't guess it come in.
But that was from Mountain Ops. I never did order I was going to like right before the new year to try to get a big order done before 2024, so I could write that off on my taxes. Which I can write it off on my taxes in 24 too. But anyway,
yeah,
something had messed up with a website or whatever. No, I know what it was. They're in Utah and their time's different. So I was going to go through with it, and it was like it was showing it was going to process in 2024. And I was like, piss on that. So I didn't do it.
Hang on, we're not gonna skip by this. So let's just say you're ordering December the 15th.
It was December 31st.
So you wait till the last day of the year.
Yeah, like 11 o'clock.
After they close to try to make an order. Well,
yeah, it's like 11 p.m., something like that.
You started getting that order ready at the OMCBA World Hunt. I think it was like 15 days earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
I had to get enough. I had to get enough money there. Enough for the order to cover the shipping. Anything over $300 is free shipping.
And at OMCBA, we have the Virginia State Hunt. Oh, Coco was the combo dog. I think Coco has a bunch of letters in her name. Let's see here. I saw it earlier. So we got the coon hunt winners were Wipeout Bojack, Ryan White. Wipeout hounds are big time coon dogs. I'm curious
Yeah.
why people keep putting Wipeout in cur dog names. You reckon they got a little something,
That might be
little
why they're
salt
trying to
and
wipe
pepper
out
at
that spot. They're trying to wipe out that white spot.
it? got a little something added in there. So you got Wipeout Bojack with Ryan White winning. Oh, this is it. T-Town Timber 2020 Coco
Yeah, T-Town.
with Kevin Ross coming second in the coon hunt, which is how Coco become the combo. And
Mm-hmm.
Wood Witch John John Slack
Hey, they
coming
got
third.
some cool names up there in Virginia.
Yeah, they got some long ones. Oh, Wood Witch. I think it would have
Mm-hmm.
been funny if yeah. Anyway, she's a mean bitch, I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Squirrel Hunt. DC Razor the Trickster. Man, I know that's more than 26 letters. Alan Franklin and somebody else's name was on there. I couldn't fit it all on the page. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
Alan was hunting it or if Alan's just a owner in it. 2020 Wild Man. Randall Harold coming second in the
Mm-hmm.
squirrel hunt. And all terrain Jenna with Chad Kennedy coming third at the Virginia State Hunt, OMCBA.
In the NSD news, you got Alabama Division II, High Oak Diamond with Kevin Heath. You got Reader's Jeb coming in second, Colt Reader, then High Oak Juice with Andy Curley bringing in third place. That's probably
So
going. I don't know if that finishes them out. They might have another weekend of it, but
I don't,
I
I don't
imagine
know.
with that. I imagine with that placement right there, Colt is that's probably a lock for him in the state race in Alabama. He's won a good bit.
Yeah.
Was
Oh yeah. Readers normally
was winning in Georgia too, but they canceled a couple of hunts and they're not even gonna have a state race now, which is
really Georgia's not having a state race.
no, they canceled their last two hunts. Yeah, it's a shame. I don't think anybody could have caught Jeb anyway.
It might be in region cancel.
It might have been.
So the other two
Uh,
takeaways, two of the top three were Feist.
yeah.
Hope Diamond, she's a white and ticked up female.
Mm-hmm.
What's she
Yeah. So
got a lot of bird dog in her?
she's had a one bad bud. The female that weighed me on together, she's had a one
Yeah.
bad bud as well. The Gunsmoke dog in Arkansas, he's had a one bad bud. Sut Miller's 100% pure joy. She's had a one bad bud. Bud was a half walker, half bird dog.
Yeah.
Uh, from Keith Sut Miller. And I'm wanting to say her mother, so Diamond's mother, was a Feist dog. I think she was probably half champ. I think, but like them champ dogs and gator dogs, if they're a eighth gator or a quarter champ or whatever, and they're good, well then they're 100% gator or 100% champ. So
Oh.
anyway, yeah, Diamond's a champ dog, but she is good when she's on. She is poison. She's super good. She just come out of Arkansas from Casey Trawick. Randy Stevens and Wade Hildebrand had her for a while, and then Jason Brown had her here at the house.
Yeah.
Joey Poston bought her from Jason. Then I think Andy
Dang.
Curley bought her from Joey. She's been passed around a little bit, but is a hammer. She's a nice little dog.
And how Juice, she won
Mm-hmm.
the Feist of the year, or wasn't it? Something.
Probably.
Like,
Yep. And she's a nice dog.
yeah.
And
Congratulations
she
to them.
is champ. Like she's champ on. I think Juice is champ on top and bottom. She is
16.
Yeah, no, I think she's more than that, but she was started right down the road from me at Willard's house.
Yeah. Andy Curley has been on the Hunt Dog Public. Go back and listen to it. He talked to me for over an hour. So go listen to it on if y'all hadn't listened to it. Mississippi Division 1. This is my hunt. This was Saturday. Dead Creek Dancer was Zachary Brown. Won it. Harlow's Chaos Chloe with Michael Harlow come in second. And Bayou Smack Daddy with Brandon Lowry come in third.
Boom.
And I didn't know that Brandon was coming. He acted like he wasn't coming. And
he slipped in there, huh?
Saturday morning, I look up and he's here. Well, he lives 3.5 hours away.
Yeah.
So I was like, dang, man, you decided you just want to get up at 2:30? And he's like, dude, I was laying in the bed last night at 10 o'clock. This is Friday night. He's like, I told my wife, I'm not sitting around the house all day. I might as well go hunting. He got out of bed at 10 o'clock at night. She's like, I don't think this is a good idea. He's like, well, I'm going to go beat the rain. So he gets to Amory at 1 a.m. and sleeps in the Jack's parking lot. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a bad plan.
That's a warrior for you. Then he had to then he went in the mountains over there, which was better squirrel treeing country, but he wasn't enthused. And then division the Sunday Mississippi Division 1 $50 shootout.
What happened there?
Well, Smoke Show's Top Gunner won. Let's start with that.
I heard it was a beatdown. I heard he smacked everybody.
He looked good. I was happy with him. He looked good, man. He treated 3 squirrels the first round, 1 squirrel second round, and I just think that the squirrels wasn't down the second round, but he looked good, man. I'm tickled with him. Mike and Bart was proud of him. They thought he looked good. That got him his LMC qualification. So after Sunday, we ended with, well, I can tell you exactly what we ended with. We ended with 16 casts.
He got a win and 100 points for his.
Oh, we have a win with a squirrel this weekend with 100 points towards our grand squirrel. Yep. But so after Sunday, he ended with 16 casts, 64 trees, and 37.5% plus trees. So that gave him his what he needed to be an LMC. Yep.
BBC really and the good. LMC.
Yep. BBC, LMC, all the little abbreviations. And then ironically enough, we got a BWH, Big White Hound, come in second. Bird Dog on the Rocks, Blake Jones. This is his first weekend to squirrel hunt competition.
And he got second. Way to go.
Yeah. But now he's not new to the hound side of it. He used to hunt Wipeout Echo when Lance Belcher owned him over here.
Okay.
So he's
Echo won.
He's handled a tree dog.
Yeah, Echo won like $200,000 or $300,000 in a couple months.
Yeah. He's bad to the bone, but yeah, when Lance Belcher over here owned him, he hunted and handled and worked all that with him.
Okay, he's no stranger to the rain. Yeah.
And then Harlow's Chaos Chloe with Michael Harlow. And Harlow said, just call me third place because I don't seem to can't do nothing. He said, I'm a third place winning son of a gun. And son of a gun isn't the word he used.
Mm.
And I thought we'd call him Trace, but after I get to looking, Michael, you come in second on Saturday. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But anyways, congratulations to, I guess, the top 6 in Mississippi this weekend. 3 on Saturday and the 3 on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. And you had the Arkansas Division 2. You had LBK Grace with Mike Rush. LBK Spike with Gary Mitchell. They are litter mates. Spike and Grace are. Not Gary.
Hang on.
Mike.
That's not LBK Grace. That's Porcupine Mountain Grace, ain't it?
Oh, I thought it was LBK Grace.
Yeah. I don't know if they've changed their name, but
yeah. You got, is that Veda's Double Boone with Chris Sproul?
Yeah. So Chris Sproul actually owned Boondock. I think that's out of Boone. Boondock.
I don't even know who Boondock is, man.
He was a coon dog that won a couple of world hunts back in the day. I want to say Chris said he was, I might butcher this, 15 years old. I want to say is what he said. Maybe 11, because 15 seems far-fetched. But I want to say he said 15. Like, I mean, that's like 600 years old in human year or doggy years. But and ironically enough, I asked if he was still alive or well enough to breed. I don't think so, and he might be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm butchering this. Call Chris Sproul to ask any information about Boondock. He's old. He was a winner in a day, and apparently I didn't see Boone go. I heard he looked good. Or she, Vedas. I don't know if that's a he or she. I think it's a he. Young dog.
Yeah. Indiana Division 1.
While we're talking about that. I didn't realize that Jimmy had mixed up the pin numbers for dogs. I thought it was a mistake. Did you know this?
This is
the middle number on newer registered dogs has 3 numbers.
Oh no, so I knew that.
Yeah. I was like, it says 006 for the middle number. And they was like, okay. I'm like, so is it 6? Is it 06? I said, it's like, no, it's 3 numbers. And I'm like, dude, I've never seen that out of all the ones I wrote down. So
yeah, I didn't know if he changed that or if that's the way it's always been. I just didn't.
I heard he was running out of numbers, so he went to did that 3 numbers. That way, he kind of would never run out, I guess.
Yeah, right.
So that is not a mistake if you see that.
Indiana Division 1 Snipers Crazy Skinny with Brent Hahn. Is that Han? How you pronounce his last name?
You're going to ask the person that butchers names. Brent Hohen?
It might be
Brent
Hohen. Yeah.
Han?
Flame coming in second, owned or handled by Van Cleek.
Van Cleek.
Then you got 20K Bummer Smoke with Anthony Arnold pulling in third. What happened over there in Kentucky?
I seen a scorecard that said Birdie and a scorecard that said Storm. I didn't see winner. I didn't see handler.
Congratulations.
I know.
I'm sure.
I know. There's 2 possibilities.
Handling.
Yeah, there's 2 possibilities.
A Perkins
and a Perkins, and either Birdie come in first or second, or Storm come in first and second.
Yeah.
Congratulations to them. And Ohio Division 4 is even more of a mystery.
Oh, no results.
Well, I'm not saying there isn't, but I couldn't find them.
Yeah. You got Division 6, though. Surprise. Farm Junk Cleo.
Yep.
Handled by Tom Smith.
Yep.
You got Tree Slamming Monkey. Handled by Robert Bigger. And then you got Cabin Creek Jeter. Handled by Austin. What's Austin's last name?
Campbell.
Okay.
I think Campbell, whatever.
It's probably Campbell. I'm just
starts with a C and ends with an L.
Yeah. Well, it's just in the corner over here, and it's
Well,
handwritten. So
to be honest,
it's just
that's the way it looked on the piece of paper too.
oh, okay.
It looked like some hieroglyphics. But
Mhm.
Oklahoma Division II, we got Tally with Lane Williams, Zock, Zoke, Big Dan, Big Dan, with Ricky Merrill come in second, and Cowboy with Lester Williams come in third.
Cowboy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's I know Kid Rock sings that one.
Cowboy. Yeah.
Yeah. South Carolina Division II. Sack. Was it Nutsack? Was that the hunt that Caleb was messaging us about?
It was.
He kept calling him Nutsack. I don't know if that was Nutsack's his name or if it's just Sack.
Yeah. He was saying that dog got a Rocky. I think it's a second coming of Rocky. I think it's Rocky reincarnated, but I don't think it's out of Rocky.
Yeah.
But I think that was Collins. I think that was Collins' first. Was that his first hunt?
I don't
maybe?
know. I don't know, but Caleb seemed to be really excited about him.
He's pretty pumped up about old Sack. I think Sack's bringing some pressure.
He's putting a sack on people.
Teabagging folks.
Teabag Nutsack. That's what his name ought to be changed to.
He is teabagging folks. Second
funny.
place is Trash Can.
Yeah.
With Mac Morrow. Trash Can is a score dog.
Mm-hmm.
Squirrel Treer. Then you had third place, Blackout, with Daniel Lusk. Daniel sent the results in to us. And hey, let's give a shout out to old Danny Joe Lusk. Yeah, that's Daniel's son.
Oh, is his name actually Danny Joe?
Danny Joe, yeah.
Hey, I like it, Danny Joe. Now, hang on. He said his kid or his son. What did he say? His son? His kid? What did the message say?
Look, he said, "My little man, my little man."
I don't know that I suggest anybody under 13 listening, but if you do, you'll learn a lot. You'll learn how.
Yeah.
I don't know. You'll learn some stuff on here, but I don't know that I suggest pre-13 listening. But hey, shout out Danny Joe and his BBC.
That's right. He said he's got a BBC, and it's a beautiful black cur.
Beautiful black cur.
Yeah, I guess that's Blackout.
I'd assume since Daniel was next to Blackout, and it makes sense with the dog being black. Tennessee Division 6.
Yeah.
Was it with Flat Bottom Classic? Pretty cool. I also like how they took the pictures on the upside down flat bottom. Pretty neat.
I hadn't seen that. The pictures.
Oh yeah, their pictures. Ken done a great job. Ken does a really good job of promoting. He does a really good job.
The hunts too. The hunts are really well put together.
Yeah, and when he wins, which Andy done the same thing. Andy had pictures with the words. I guess they're kind of competing, with the names and the letters and the words and the placement. But anyways, 4 wins Charlie. I believe there was 2 names. I just went with the first one. Isaac Miller was first place. Pissed Off Pig, Ken Nisley. Can't keep him out the top 3. And Whipping Post with Lane Parks.
You can't keep Whip out of it either. I think Whip win something or it was it Sunday in the USDC? I think Whip was somewhere.
I don't know.
I'm almost positive Whip. I think they split in the USDC somewhere Sunday too. I think.
For now on, you're in charge of getting the USDCs because I cannot find them to save my life.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I seen that. I might be off. All right, State Hunt, Texas, Little Sniper. Ronnie. I don't know how you say your last name, Ronnie. I always say Pole Dick, but but that's not even remotely how you pronounce it. But that's just how I say it.
Polacek, Pola. I don't.
It's
I
probably
want to
Polacek.
say it's Polacek.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah.
Second place is Action Jackson with Matthew Quigley.
Mm-hmm.
And third place is Showstopper Romeo.
Yeah, I didn't even finish writing those down because I knew you already knew them.
Oh, yeah.
In West Virginia, it's just as elusive as the Ohio hunt. I saw they had 3 dogs. I didn't see a results. So tough, man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all in West Virginia, go to them hunts. We need some people showing up in West Virginia. It's tough on a hunt director to hold a hunt and only 3 dogs show up.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So, hey, I want to give a shout out to the hunt directors and the folks that are sending us all the results. It makes it way easier.
Well, and not even the ones that send them to us. It is a tremendous turnaround the last month of how many people are actually posting their winners.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot easier when they're on there.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had several people message us the results. Mac, Daniel. There's like 2 others that I'm forgetting right now, but
yeah.
But we appreciate it. It makes our job a little easier.
For sure, because I ain't trying to bitch, but I am gonna bitch. Man, it probably took me an hour to scroll through Facebook just to find the hunt winners. And write them down. That way we can give them their credit. So, yeah,
you're doing a good job too. I appreciate you, Cody Moreland, for helping me out, and you do the itinerary for this podcast most of the time, and I appreciate it. I tell you something else that's good, and you brought this up the other day. Is people letting folks know how many squirrels are being plussed up at these hunts. Yes. Which is a good thing. I educating folks, letting people know that, hey, we're not just making circle trees. Like, it was 20-something squirrels plussed up the first round at the Texas State hunt.
What was it, 30 overall?
Probably. There's a bunch.
I saw where Shane put 30 squirrels plussed up at the Texas hunt. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
Shane.
That's not even.
While we're talking, I'm going to scroll through, but.
That's not even counting the ones we've seen, too. Like that's the ones that were plussed.
That's pretty insane. And so at my hunt on Sunday, in 2 rounds, we saw 16. So I think it's awesome because it keeps the pleasure hunters from saying, they ain't treeing those squirrels over there. They're just over circling up trees, and whoever can make the most circle trees is going to win.
Mm-hmm.
And then the same Joe Blow, they ain't treeing no trees over there. My dog come in heat, though. Yeah, who you going to breed her to? And he's going to name whatever dog is winning at the time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna breed her to world champion, Hawk. But he don't treat no squirrels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it blows my mind at how that works. So, but yeah, I think it's great to tell people how many squirrels is trees, especially if there's. Now, I probably wouldn't do it if it was like under 5, but if you have a good showing, let people know, man. That's awesome. Educating.
That's right.
And I was scrolling down through here. What about the ladies of the sport?
Dude, I've been getting some good feedback from the ladies that are saying, "Hey, we're watching the podcast. We don't miss an episode." So I'm probably gonna start saying
30 squirrels.
Yeah.
At Texas State hunt.
Mm-hmm. Plussed Up Podcast, your wife's favorite hunting show.
Yep. I've told y'all, I've challenged y'all, I've challenged you to tell your mama, your wife, your friends, your aunts, and your uncles Some of y'all have them because
It's
we
working.
might have more kids and women listening to us than me.
How crazy is that? Heather Jacko sent us a message saying, "Hey, now I know what circle points are, and I don't feel like a dummy whenever Sweet Pea's telling me who won the hunt."
Yep. And she also said they have names, and you do, Heather. We just a little FYI. We don't call.
This is 2024. We should. Our wives have names. We should be calling them our wives and not our old ladies.
Yeah, we don't call them old ladies to their face. For sure.
No, it's behind their back. But,
and that's not generally a slang term. That's not a slang term normally, even though I can see how y'all use it.
So intent. We're not intending it to be a slang term, but I believe that they would take it kind of derogatory. So my old lady don't like being called old lady. Yeah. So I'm going from here on, I won't be calling her old lady. My queen does not like being called old lady. So she's the queen of the tribe, and I should start treating her like that.
And speaking of, if Heather and didn't you have another lady that told you that they liked it?
Heather Shriver.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Spread the word, ladies. We need more hounds women in the sport.
Or just, and maybe not even hounds women, maybe. So I don't know if it's a lot of hounds women that are listening. Yep. I think it might be wives of houndsmen
that like to know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. So so we're trying to bridge that gap so they actually can have a conversation with their husband.
Or it could be their man won or placed, and they're like, "Man, I want to get on there and listen to my honey's name get called out, and our BBC or BWH or LCF, little cool feist."
I fed that BBC. I feed that guy.
Yeah, that little LCF, little cool feist, whatever you want to call it. But hey, they want to hear their man's name get called out, gentlemen. Go to hunts. Tell your wives, hey, baby, you walk in on Saturday afternoon. Hey, guess what? They're gonna be talking about me on Plussed Up.
That's right.
There's only one stipulation.
So, what's that?
The hunt director don't put your name. Don't put your name on. If the hunt director don't put your name on there, you better be sending it to us because we won't talk about you if you come in top 3. Right. It ain't on the internet. But go ahead. Talk about wives.
Yeah. So talking about wives. So this happened a couple weeks ago. I was going through trying to get a reel off one of our shows, and it was about lucid dreams or whatever. And I just said, like, my wife would be mad at me over having a dream. Like, I did something in her dream, and like she'd wake up, realize it was a dream, but she'd still be mad at me. So I was getting this clip on my headphone, and she walked by. It's like, hey. I was like, yeah, what's up? She goes, I was so mad at you this morning. I'm like, is that why you haven't been talking to me? She's like, I had a dream last night that you gave me chlamydia. And the first thing I said was, you got it from a toilet seat. And she said, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. We legitimately argued for 5 minutes on where I got chlamydia at in her dream. No, you did not. I was like, well, hell, I did. So anyway, but she was mad at me.
It's her story.
Right. She was mad at me that morning. Woke up. Realized that it was just, do what?
You manifested it.
I did not manifest chlamydia. No, I did not.
No. What you doing in your dreams over there?
Golly. Yeah.
What you manifested in your dreams over there that just, it comes out of your mind and she's laying over here next to you and it goes into her mind. She's like, that mother trucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know what he's thinking about.
Yeah. She gives me way more credit than what I deserve on being a smart ass. Like, I'll legitimately ask a question, and it's kind of a dumb question, but she thinks I'm being facetious, and I'm not. Like, I'm like legitimately asking a question, and what she doesn't pass up very many opportunities to get mad.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not as big of a smart ass as what she thinks I am. I get a lot of credit. Too much.
Dude, you give me a hard time about me and names, and you think I do it on purpose.
Well, dude, like, you'll get the first letter, you'll get it correct. So, like,
It just runs
let's
wild
say,
after that.
let's say somebody named Cody calls you.
Yeah.
It's
like Charles.
You'll be like, Caleb, Cornelius.
So, ironic enough,
right? But you will not have the name correct.
Ironic enough, I know his name now because I wrote it down. Colt Perry. Message.
His name is not Colt Perry.
Caleb.
It's
Perry.
Caleb. It's Caleb Perry.
Caleb Perry messaged us or called me. Actually,
you told me, he said, "Hey, a guy named Colt Perry Colt something
Perryman
called me and said he's got a dog out of Sugar Free and Messiah, and you wouldn't message him back." I was like, a guy named Colt does not have a Sugar Free puppy. I can assure you. And he's like, yeah. I think so. I was like, is his name Caleb? He's like, I think his name's Caleb Perry. He has a Gunsmoke Banshee puppy. Yeah. That's it. That's what it is.
So
like, yes.
So
he did message me, and I apologize. Caleb, for not messaging you back. But the question you asked about how to break a dog from being gun shy, that is a long answer that I just do not want to put forth the time to type it out in a text message.
We also talked about it in one of these episodes.
We've talked about it a couple of different times on the podcast, but I will call you and kind of give you my thoughts on it.
But what's funny is as soon as I get off the phone with him, I couldn't remember his name, and I'm like, Colt Perryman. I get to look.
You saved it as Colt Perry.
I got on Facebook and I was looking, and I couldn't remember his name. So I typed in Colt Perryman. There is a Colt Perryman in Florida. I think he is a dog man. But
yeah.
And I'm like, I wonder if he moved because it was Arkansas number. Jones.
I wonder if he moved. He could just have a different name.
Or it was a different person altogether. But
yeah.
I Facebook stalked Colt Perryman for 5 minutes. He has a beautiful family, lives in Florida, thinks he's a dog man. But anyways.
Well, hey, Caleb's up there in Arkansas. And
he wanted us to shout out this. Oh, good. Yeah. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah.
NKC Battle of the Breeds. We on the bottom down there.
What?
Yeah, but we don't have much to contribute except for commentary and the hunt winners.
Promotion.
Yeah.
We're promoting
your hunt. Go check them out March 15th, 16th at Wattensaw WMA, Hazen, Arkansas. It's the same location as the UMCA World, same building and all. Mm-hmm. So it's just a month later.
Yeah, there's a lot of squirrels up there too.
Mm-hmm. It's the weekend after the NSD World.
Yep.
So, yeah, we appreciate him reaching out.
For sure. I'm sure we'll be traveling, making that trip. I think you're going to be going snow skiing, aren't you?
I'm going snow skiing. I told my wife that I was going to the NSD World. She was like, well, that's the weekend before spring break. I was like, yeah. So something got brought up about snow skiing. So we're going snow skiing that next week.
Yeah. That's the last time it snowed. The last time I was in some snow was in Illinois, and we were leaving, and I think I even mentioned it with Wade, how ridiculous he was dressed or whatever, but he dresses like this a lot. And, back to my give a shout out to Danielle, my queen. She actually sent me a thing. Is like, does Wade is he getting?
He follows Justin Bieber. He's got to.
So I was like, now, hey, it is uncanny. It is uncanny how they dress. Like Wade usually got like some camo cutoffs with some leggings. So this is, if you look, like, that's more than a coincidence, dude. Like, I'm sorry, we'll go back.
Wild.
So you look at that. That's Bieber. That's Wade.
You reckon that's his doppelganger?
Man, I think it might be his illegitimate child. So, like, I don't think Bieber knows who his daddy is, and Wade's a world traveler.
Wade's probably been to Canada.
Yeah, probably. Look,
that's ironic. That is ironic.
It really is.
Oh,
it really is.
Funny. That is
funny. Hey, we was at Starbucks one time going to a hunt, and he's got his camo cutoffs with his leggings on underneath. He's got these finished boots from like Finland or Sweden or somewhere that's lined with, unicorn hide or something. Like, they lifetime warranty. They cost $1,000, but there's a lifetime warranty on them. Anyway, with his 1997 Hollister hoodie. That hoodie is like 20 years old. No, dude, that hoodie is like 20 years old. He lost it one time for like a year. His favorite hoodie. He goes to an upholstery shop, or it's a sewing shop, to get something fixed or whatever. And his queen uses this place quite often. He goes in there to get something fixed, or maybe something made for her or something. I don't remember what it was. And he sees this Hollister hoodie hanging. His hoodie hanging on the wall. He's like, "Hey, that's my hoodie." Anyway, Jill had brought it in there to get fixed or something. Like there was something on it to get fixed, and like they had kind of lost it or misplaced it, and then maybe she forgot about it or whatever. Anyway, he got it back.
That's funny.
So anyway, yeah, it's like legitimate, like 1997 Hollister hoodie. Go.
Great.
I can't believe that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read over the hunts that are coming up. So you have this weekend, you have the Louisiana Division 4 NSD hunt. So I'm going to read off the NSD hunts first, because that's what he has in order. The Louisiana Division 4, the Mississippi Division 6, the North Carolina State Hunt. North Carolina, take your shirt off, wrap it around your head, spin it like a helicopter. You got Ohio Division 3, Oklahoma Division 1, the Tennessee Division 5, and also the Tennessee Division 6. LMC, February 23rd, you have the Alabama LMC $50 shootout. February 24th, you have the LMC State Hunt. I don't know why he has these so far out. February 24th, you also have the NSF Alabama State Hunt. That's dang near a month away. But anyway, I'm kind of like Ron Burgundy. I just read whatever the prompter has on here. The USDC, February 3rd and 4th. This is two separate hunts. This is $30, $300 9-dog. I believe Ben Bale's holding that, and it's sold out. So it's 2 separate hunts, 2 different 9 dogs, February 3rd and 4th, and I don't know where that's at, but wherever Ben's from. Then you have another 2 separate hunts, $300, 9 dog, and Tyler Dunn is hosting that, and that's sold out as well. Yep. I think I don't know if any other organizations are having hunts that weekend. I'm sure there's a bunch, but we don't really follow them. Just the pro hunts is all we do, and what I consider a pro hunt. So like in MMA or boxing or whatever, if you go in and you compete and you do not get paid, it's just for experience or pride or feel your ego or check off a bucket list or whatever. You don't get paid. That's considered amateur. And as soon as you get paid $1, you're a prize fighter. As soon as you get paid $1, you're a professional. So I consider the hunts that go out for money, pro hunts, professional. This is major league stuff. And not that the others are less or whatever, but they're not going for money. And welcome back. Welcome back, Cody Moreland. I'm glad you could join us for the Plussed Up podcast.
Yeah, I don't suggest the pipeline punch. It tastes like shit, as well as it cleans you out.
Yeah. So you know what's funny? So like I drink these this bulletproof coffee, and it it accelerates everything, right? It speeds your mind up, but it also speeds up your bowels. And I know it doesn't work this fast, but dude, I can take like 3 or 4 sips. I'm like, oh, I started getting a bubble gut like immediately. But I think it's more in my head than or maybe it's like maybe it's like Pavlov's dog, and I've trained my body, and when I drink this coffee, I'm going to get cleaned out, and that might be what it is as well. I'm not for sure. I've already read the upcoming hunts.
Okay. Yeah. One of the things that we talked about, how ironic is it that a lot of the big name stud dogs in the geographical area of squirrel hunting like none of them really are in the middle. They're all
they're on the outskirts. Yeah. You got one up there in Michigan. You got where's Festus at? South Carolina, somewhere over there.
He's over there east side of the country.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that might be more central for the squirrel hunting community, but I'm just thinking from Texas to.
Nah, I don't know. Like that's a long ways from us.
Yeah,
I would say you're South Carolina. They're on the, I guess, far, like the outer regions of the squirrel hunting map.
Sut Millers,
just like Texas.
Aren't they in Texas?
On the other side.
Aren't the Sut Millers in Texas? Yeah,
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Keith's in Oklahoma, but Gunsmoke is in Arkansas.
Well,
which is pretty far west, or in the on the squirrel map.
You got Halt Bottom down there next to Florida or Alabama, down there next to Alabama. I'm sorry, south.
Yeah.
No, it's south. It's South Alabama, so somewhere down there.
Yeah. One time, I believe Bud was in Arkansas, which is like North Arkansas, which is more probably a little Central. Bit like, probably. Yeah. Adam had sent Bud down to get to get bred to some females, which I think is a great idea. So if you have a stud dog and you could put them somewhere more centrally located, so
Yeah,
someone
somebody
only
you
has to drive
trust.
2 hours instead of 10 hours,
Mm-hmm.
like 2 hours this way, 3 hours this way, whatever. Like it would probably have benefit you as a stud dog owner to get more females bred to your dog. And I think, and everybody talks about quality over quantity, and
Mm-hmm.
and and there's something to be said about that. It is, but it's also a numbers game. A dog's got 20,000 genes. It's going to pass 10,000 of those genes. And just like a 5A school versus a 1A school, the more puppies you can have, the better your team's going to be, right? Like the more
Yeah.
kids you got on your team to select from, the better your team's going to be because you have more good players. So if you have more puppies, you have more good puppies to select from.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just my philosophy, or it's not just my philosophy. I've read quite a few genetic books and breeding books. So I believe that genetics is a science and breeding is an art. And there is a formula on how to get uh, better females bred to your stud dog. And you got to create a want, you got to create a need to for these people to want to breed your dog. So if you so when you're marketing and you create this want uh, from your promotion and campaigning this dog. And so let's say your dog hasn't been bred a whole lot, and the puppies, nobody really knows anything about what that dog's throwing. You just know what that dog is. That dog's got a big motor. That dog's got a big mouth. That dog's got this. Through your promotion, you create some hype, and
Mm-hmm.
puppies are sold on hopes and dreams. They're hoping and dreaming that puppy is going to be the next world beater, and you got this stud dog, and let's say you're really pushing it, but you don't have a whole lot of puppies out of it. Well, you got to create some hype somewhere.
You sound like
And
me.
well, okay. So you would be an example. So you have Gunner, this big motor, hard driving squirrel dog that's treeing squirrels, got a high percentage, got a high power ranking, high percentage of having squirrels on a cast, good foot speed, and then so, but man, he's not LMC. Well, you just created a want because he earned his way in the LMC. And I
First
would
ever.
push that.
Only ever.
The only dog to ever earn his way. Now there's going to be other dogs that follow him, but he made history. He's the only dog to ever earn his way into the LMC. Yeah, the trendsetter. That's right.
Still that for
Everything
me.
else will follow.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's got a lot of good qualities.
Yeah.
So, and he's the right size too. He's not too big, not too small. He's like, yeah, perfect. So let's say you have a feist dog, and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
man, I'd like to add some curve to it. Well, he would be perfect because he's not too big, and so the puppies was probably not going to come out that big. So you got a medium size or even like a bigger size feist female. You breed a Gunner, they're probably going to come out feist size. You got your cur dogs. You breed the Gunner. They're a medium sized cur dog, and he's adding some, you know, foot speed, some heart, which me personally, I don't think you can have too much heart. Like I want a dog that just keeps going and going and going and going. But anyway, yeah, I like the, I guess the theories and the science behind your stud
Yeah.
dogs and the propaganda. See, back in the day, you had Full Cry or your American Cooner or whatever to promote your dogs. Now you have Facebook and YouTube and all this social media. Like, the world is your oyster. Like, if you're not promoting your dog on social media, you're probably falling behind a little bit.
Yeah.
You create
100%.
that hype, they bring better females to you, then those puppies go out to more serious hunters, and then they get put into hunts and they get promoted more, and it's a snowball effect.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree. We left off 2 major breeders, and they're happen to be on the outskirts too.
Yeah. Who?
Tom Smith, Rod Hardy.
Absolutely. On each end.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's ironic that there's none really in the center, if you will. I mean, and there are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not if there is, and we're not trying to throw shade at you. We just most of the bigger name breeders seem to be on the outskirts.
Yep.
That's weird to me.
It is. It's a cool observation.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We're working on merch, trying to get merch out there for y'all. That way we're gonna have logos and
Yeah.
sayings.
We're gonna make a t-shirt that says "Plussed Up," your wife's favorite hunting show.
We're down with the women, and the words that I was wanting to say was probably not beneficial. Let's see here. What else will we got? We got the hunt director's doing a great job with the placements. I've already mentioned that, but I just want to reiterate it. You don't understand how much easier it is to do the itinerary when I can scroll through there and it has the top 10 placements and it's right there. And I'm like, dude, I've got the dog, the handler. I mean,
even though we don't read the top 10, we only read the top 3. But it is helpful.
Yep.
And we appreciate it. We appreciate all
really
the feedback.
Do, man.
And hey, if you're listening to us, and so this past week I've gotten more feedback than ever from several people.
Mm-hmm.
Just give us a like, subscribe, share it. That helps us out. That gets the word out. We're trying to educate the people.
And we're trying to get on Apple. I changed the logo. Maybe not get on Apple. That was our problem, was our clip art. So trying to get on Apple for y'all that want to listen on Apple.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they have a problem with us. I don't know what the deal is. They don't like good content.
It's the man trying to hold us back. That's all. It's just opposition, and we will overcome.
I agree. All right, tell your mamas, your daddies, your uncles, your cousins, everybody in between.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all. Till next time. Peace out.
Peace out, folks.